Going with the 5-wood. Yeah, that was a safe play. And this putt to move to 15 under par. And he's down there. You got to read.
Love it or hate it, it's a downhill left to right putt.
Ooh, back there, horsey. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. He sits in first position. The 16th is a par 3.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This one started out on a good line. Oh, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's 2 distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
And playing this one from around 120 yards out. Well, this one's right at the pin. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. 14-footer.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Starting it way outside the hole.
Well, was that a rush of blood?
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And Matty Fitzpatrick now setting up with this look. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18th.
I'd say this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk reward par 5s on the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
John, what's the line on this putt?
All right, this putt is going to go up the hill and to the left.
Ooh, this is on a good line. That's very well judged. Inside the range. This would be to finish off the day with a birdie. And finishing this round with a tap-in putt. And through 36 holes, this player continues to shine out there in top spot.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. And what a stunning setting we have for the third round of the Farmers Insurance Open right here in La Jolla, California and Torrey Pines. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beem. Glad to have you back with us. And Rich, as we keep an eye on our featured player, that's a lovely position to be in with a weekend to play.
Well, this is where everything starts to get a little bit real for these players now, isn't it? 36-hole lead. You're sitting on that lead with just 36 to go, and you're the hunted. This is going to be fun. That dog will hunt.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. John, have you got a good read on this one?
I think this one is going to move to the left.
Hey, that's a chance. Getting off to a great start at this event.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
He's currently in first place. And over to the second we go, and it's a par 4. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, it's a mid-range 32-foot putt.
This putt was about 8 feet.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And now stepping onto this par 3 hole.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
Well struck. And if this can go down, he'll save par. Currently sitting at an impressive 17 under for this event. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Well done.
This player is putting for fun.
And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's go to hole number 5. And it's a par 4.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Second shot here on the 5th. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. And that one's on the dance floor, but a long way from the DJ. Now this putt to get to 18 under par. Oh, that one rushed straight past the hole. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Our leader is building a massive advantage, now 7 strokes ahead of the field. And on the tee now of the 6th, which is a par 5.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
That got a little out of control, I think. Time now for the 4th shot. A par putt on the table. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Okay, this one's going up the hill and moving to the left.
And in it goes for the par.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Yep, that shot safely on the green. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
I've been all around this, tried to read it, just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet.
Oh, he's put a pure stroke on that one. This is going right at the hole. And that should secure the par on this one. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Setting up here with a very long putt. So close. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
And that'll ensure he remains in first place. The 9th is a par 5.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
Already with multiple victories this season. From the sand, looking to get up and down. There's some work to be done here onto the green, but a long way from the hole. A look here to get to 18 under the card with this putt. Oh, this has got a nice looking roll on it. Will it get there?
Oh, you rotten thing.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. On the tee of the par 4 10th hole.
Fairway tilts significantly from left to right, so you need to hug the left-hand side. From there, uphill second shot to an overhanging lie from left to right. This is a difficult par 4 to get the distance control spot on.
How bad is this lie in the sand, Henny?
Andrew, standing over it, and I don't even know how I would play this. This is such a tough, awful, nasty, any other adjective lie.
Lining up here from a long way away. Putting for a par here. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
It looks like this putt will be moving to the left.
Oh, that one just had a bit too much pace on it. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. As we check the standings, it's a massive 6-stroke advantage for our leader. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is a 12-footer here.
And there it is. And currently sitting at an impressive 16 under for the tournament. The 12th hole is a par 4.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Well, that looked like a confident stroke. Looks to have some good speed about it too. Wow, what a putt. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for this green, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely did they put the pin in the middle. But boy, I'd tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
And from the bunker here. How about this line? That is a touch of class from the bunker. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt is breaking right to left.
It's just about 3 feet away.
This for par.
Job done. Let's head to the next. He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. A long par 4 this hole.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. And this putt coming up for his par. And down it goes. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. Welcome to the 16th hole, the par 3.
A long par 3, especially with multiple tee boxes that can be used. Green is a little bit of boomerang shape, especially back left. That's when things get really tight. But I must say, this is a wonderfully, again, designed par 3 that makes you think an awful lot.
Lining up the birdie putt here. And he's done it. He's holed it. And that means he extends his lead. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Here we are at the 17th tee.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Oh, this one looks pretty handy here. He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. The 18th hole is a par 5.
I'd say this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk reward par 5s in the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
This now, his 3rd shot.
Deep rough is just ahead. Let's see where it goes.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Ooh, that almost went down. Big par saver coming up for this fella. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
And his round will conclude with a par today. Through 54 holes, this wonderful golf continues. Our leader in the clubhouse.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I got to say, I hope it continues for one more day.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.